There lived a man named Alex. Alex was the embodiment of what many would consider success. He had a high-paying job, a luxurious apartment, and a sports car that turned heads wherever it went. People often envied his life, aspiring to achieve the same level of financial success, fame, and material possessions. Yet, despite his apparent success, there was a constant restlessness within Alex. He yearned for more money, more recognition, more possessions. No matter how much he accumulated, it was never enough. He believed that happiness lay in the pursuit of these desires, and he relentlessly chased after them, often at the expense of his own well-being and relationships. One fateful day, life took an unexpected turn for Alex. He received a call that his beloved grandmother, who had been his source of comfort and wisdom, had passed away. Her death left a void in his heart that no amount of money or possessions could fill. He found himself reflecting on the time he had spent with her, the conversations they had, and the simple joys they had shared. Grief-stricken and in search of solace, Alex decided to take a leave of absence from work and embark on a journey of self-discovery. He set out to find answers to the questions that had haunted him for years. Questions about the meaning of life, the nature of happiness, and the relentless pursuit of desires. As he traveled, he stumbled upon a remote Buddhist temple nestled amidst lush green mountains. It was here, surrounded by the tranquility of nature, that he hoped to find the peace he so desperately sought. Upon arriving at the temple, Alex was greeted by the sight of a serene Buddhist monk. The monk's eyes radiated wisdom, and his peaceful demeanor immediately put Alex at ease. Without a word, the monk motioned for Alex to follow him. They walked through the temple's pristine gardens and into a quiet meditation hall, where the monk invited Alex to sit. With a gentle smile, the monk introduced himself as Thich Min, a teacher and practitioner of Buddhism for over 4 decades. Over the course of several days, Thich Min began to share the core teachings of Buddhism with Alex. He started with the 4 Noble Truths, the foundation of Buddhist philosophy. The first truth, Thich Min explained, is the truth of suffering. It is an inherent part of human existence. The pain of birth, the discomfort of illness, the anguish of aging, and the sorrow of death. Alex nodded, for he had experienced his share of suffering, despite his wealth and success. Thich Min continued, the second truth is the truth of the cause of suffering. It is our desires and attachments that give rise to suffering. We cling to what we desire, and when it is unattainable or lost, we experience suffering. As Thich Min delved deeper into Buddhist teachings, he introduced Alex to the concept of the middle path, a path of moderation and balance in all aspects of life. The middle path teaches us to avoid the extremes, Thich Min explained. It is not about rejecting desires entirely, but about finding a balanced and mindful approach to them. This notion struck a chord with Alex. He had always been an all-or-nothing kind of person, either obsessively pursuing his desires or feeling completely disinterested. Thich Min's guidance on finding a middle way resonated with him. As days turned into weeks, Alex started to implement the teachings of the middle path in his daily life. He began to detach himself from the relentless pursuit of material possessions and fame. Instead, he focused on being content with what he already had. He downsized from his extravagant apartment to a cozy, modest one. His sports car was exchanged for a bicycle, allowing him to experience the simple pleasure of riding through the city streets. He even donated a significant portion of his wealth to charities and causes he believed in. Remarkably, as he detached from his desires, Alex found moments of genuine happiness and inner peace. He marveled at the beauty of a sunrise, the laughter of children playing in the park, and the warmth of a heartfelt conversation with a friend. As Alex continued his journey of self-discovery, he realized the importance of compassion and selflessness. He observed how many around him were trapped in the same cycle of relentless desire, just as he once was. Motivated by empathy, he began to engage in acts of kindness and helped those who were struggling with their own desires and attachments. He volunteered at a local shelter, providing food and companionship to the homeless. He mentored young adults who were entangled in the pursuit of material success, sharing his own experiences and the wisdom he had gained from Thich Minh. Gradually, over months of practice and introspection, Alex underwent a profound transformation. The restless, discontented individual that he once was had evolved into a serene and content person. The wrinkles of worry that had etched his face began to fade, replaced by a calm and genuine smile. His relationships with family and friends improved significantly. No longer consumed by his own desires, he had the time and emotional capacity to nurture these connections. He mended broken bonds and forged deeper, more meaningful relationships. One day, as he sat in meditation beneath the shade of a tree, Alex contemplated the journey he had undertaken. He thought about the years he had spent relentlessly pursuing desires that had never truly brought him happiness. And he thought about the love and wisdom his grandmother had shared, lessons he had once overlooked. With newfound clarity, Alex made a resolution. He would confront his previous self, the one driven by insatiable desires, and make amends for any wrongs he may have committed along the way. He would share his journey and the wisdom he had gained with others, in the hope that they too could find lasting happiness and fulfillment. In the end, the story of Alex's transformation serves as a powerful reminder of the profound wisdom contained in the teachings of Buddhism. It encapsulates the message: stop wanting, start accepting. Alex's journey illustrates that true happiness does not come from the relentless pursuit of desires, but from finding contentment in the present moment, practicing detachment from materialistic pursuits, and cultivating compassion and selflessness. His story invites us all to reflect on our own desires and attachments, and to consider the path of acceptance and detachment in our own lives. This story may inspire you to embark on your own journey of self-discovery, to let go of the burdens of insatiable desires, and to find the profound peace and happiness that comes from embracing the present moment and all that it offers. Remember, in the words of Thich Minh, happiness is not found in the future, but in the here and now.